Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing One Piece episodes 43 and 44. Finally, the spot we've all been waiting for Arlong and Luffy to fight. They are in mid-fight right now, up on the top, up where Nami was kind of stuck having to do a job for 8 years. You see 8 years worth of work from her, and it's just kind of a weird setting and tone in there, because it's like you're in this spot where Nami was forced to work, and Arlong sees it in the way where, you know, he wants to keep her, obviously, because he wants to, you know, it's something that helps him. He wants to keep it. And Luffy, you know, if Luffy has the best of this, he doesn't want that to happen. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. Feel free to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AJRich123. And let's go ahead and start. Of course he's gonna see it that way. Yeah. She has value to him, and that's why she was there. See, he's only thinking of himself here, though. He's not thinking of what Nami actually wants. He has his goals, but Luffy has his own. Here's the difference. He's not using her, you are. Wow, you can't even tell the strength he's putting beside that. Ooh. Yep. That's the only word he heard. It's like a step above what he sees other humans, but like a pet. Ooh. Using the word tool. Yeah, see? He's not using the same meaning of... Friend is not what he's meaning. Arlong is pretty much setting himself up to get his ass kicked. From this view, you can't tell who did that. That's like the desk she's been working on, you know, she was using forever. It's kind of, her childhood is kind of being destroyed weirdly there. And the chart she's been working on forever. Oh. Wow. Oh, she was drawing pictures of her. That's brutal. Yeah, 8 years was, you know, 8 years is going up in smoke for you here, but what about those 8 years for Nami? She's gonna feel emotional about it, but also she knows Luffy's fighting for, you know, fighting for her. I'm liking this music in the background here. It's setting it up pretty perfectly. I like the tone. I think One Piece does that really well. Ooh. Oh no. He actually got sunk in. Ooh. By getting rid of him. Ah. If the room's gone, then he won't have to, then she won't have to come back there. Nice. You can feel the hatred and anger coming from Luffy here. Damn. Just sending him all the way through the building. But now the building might be, you know, taking a fall here. I like the connection though. Like Nami Nami was really feeling kind of Luffy's feelings there, but realizing what Luffy was trying to do. And that I was kind of trying to get what she was expressing there when that was happening, because if you think about it, it's her childhood. I mean, literally, it's her childhood. It's where she worked for 8 years. The emotion, everything can kind of be brought up that way. A lot of her childhood memories is inside that room. So when it's being destroyed and, being fought over and then destroyed, I was wondering how she would feel about it. But what Luffy said is kind of true. You destroy that area, it has a lot of, it's bad memories for her in there. You destroy the bad memories, it'll help her move on. It's basic thoughts, but it works to the core here. It's really impactful though. Like I felt his emotions there. Now it's not Luffy sleeping through a fight, it's Zoro. Ooh. I mean, he's definitely not defeated. There's no way. I just feel like Arlong's stronger than that. And in the chaos and destruction, Luffy emerges. That is awesome. Yeah, I was waiting for the scream. He tends to scream in these moments. If that doesn't show you that somebody is your friend and they care about you, this should be the wake-up call, 100%. Like, I beat this person, we care about you, I'm your friend, we are friends. So he is defeated. I mean, this should help them really believe in Luffy even more. When he says he's gonna do something, he takes care of it. Also, this is definitely gonna show Nami that, like, she can put her trust in him. Oh, there's his hat back. That's a real group of friends. So they're gonna take credit for everything, get everything from both groups. That's bullshit. He's been woken up just in time to beat the crap out of the rightful people. Oh. Yeah, don't mess with that stuff. Not the stuff that's close to her. Rip him off. Exactly. You need, even these type of people, you need help, rebuilding and everything. What's she gonna do with that money now, though? Now that she has all this money and it's not being confiscated. Oh, remember this? Pretty much the same thing. Yup. Now they have to do their part, help rebuild. Technically, Nami could use that money to help them. And there's a lot of destruction everywhere. I mean, somebody's gotta clean that up, right? But what happened to him? Is he just stuck in the rubble? Is he dead? I mean, it's been a long time since they took control. So this is going to be very new for them. So many emotional moments for them. And it's finally over. Finally. Finally she can rest. There's a little whisker, literally a whiskers thing on top of there. What the fuck? Snail phone. Crap. That's not good. That means their names will be recorded. Now they're, yup, now they're gonna have a, he's gonna have a bounty on him. A wanted man. And the only opinion you have is his. Does that look like a picture of somebody that's vicious? I guess that's the type of stuff that can happen. I mean, you're part of a pirate group, obviously. You know, your pirates, they put wanted posters for every sort. And some people just get the wrong impressions, and there's crooked people in every type of group. Even even if you think it's the most righteous group, there could be crooked people, and we see a good example of this here. There, you know, Luffy was fighting for the right reasons completely. This guy was the crooked one, and now the only opinion that everybody else in the Navy is getting is from him, and now he's wanted for the wrong reasons completely. It wasn't something that I was even really thinking about going into these last few episodes, but I guess there is consequences for fighting or being part of a group like this, regardless if you're in the right or wrong. And it's kind of sad to think of. It's great that, but you know, if we want to think about the successes, though, you know, Arlong's defeated. They're able to get their freedom back. All that time finally was for something. It wasn't for nothing. Those 8 years it wasn't to save up that money to buy the village. The real reason was to meet Luffy, meet Luffy and everybody else. So overall, it wasn't for nothing at all. She did it, she ended up doing it for reasons she didn't even realize herself, to find a real friend, to find a real group that cares about you. And, with Luffy on top, I always know he's going to scream, because we've seen him scream when he's really emotional. But that one, they're not like huge speeches. They're not like, really super profound, but when he says something, he means it, and it makes even a simple statement more emotional and have more meaning towards it. And that's what I like. That's what he's feeling, that, and when it comes from him that he means what he says. And that was kind of great. The only thing I don't understand is, it showed Arlong being defeated, but at the same time, it didn't really show him dead or anything like that. He's just kind of stuck in the rubble or something. So I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. They're finally free. Took them long enough, but they were able to do it. Yep. Luffy and them are making a difference for other people. This is a really good example. Or get drunk. Yup, now they must really look up to them. Just give him food. He'll be happy. Oh, okay, don't choke on... It would suck to die to that. That's gonna take him a while to heal. He really needs he needs a lot of time. Ugh. Oh man, being physically stitched up like that, I can imagine. Ugh. Why is that a priority? Oh, at the gravesite. I don't think so. I think she wanted her to have her own opinion, though. Yeah. They're rebels. But she was a rebel. Like mother, like daughter. Yep, exactly. Live your life. Now she can finally live it the way she wants to. She's not being used anymore. Just get drunk and you won't feel the pain. If you were stuck for 8 years, I think you would, you know, not being able to do much and being controlled. Yep, he's looking for food. I'm sure there's, you know, a ton of women there now. Even Usopp is being looked up to. I'm sure he's, yeah, see, he's loving this. Yep, they have to rely on themselves now. I kind of like her personality though. I mean, they're both, her and Nami are really similar. It's technically kind of a good reminder to trust her friends though. It'll remind her how much Luffy helped her in that moment. That's why she did that. Does she want to have a similar tattoo to what her sister has? Just like she did. What the f- Luffy's endless search for food. While you have food in your mouth. Like that. Wrong word. It's kind of like a dad, you know, saying about a daughter to a partner or something. He's sleeping with everybody. And they're sleeping together. Everybody gets to party, everybody gets to have a good time, but over, you know, the thing they got the most is they're gonna have to do everything on their own now. They can't rely on Luffy and them. Yes, they saved them and they look up to them, but they're gonna be gone, and it's gonna be up to them to rebuild and do everything, you know, to make up for all that time. And hopefully they can utilize that land that's destroyed there too and do something with that, with Arlong Park and all that. Oh, her treasure. Is she leaving it all? She's got to take some with her, right? I know she definitely wants to give some, but if she's doing all of it, that's... I mean, it was for them, technically. Kind of like a birthday. She really was a good mother. She cared. She wanted her to be, you know, to be proud. Just a bunch of memories for her. But now it's her time to move on. Ooh. Or ghosts, or... That is kind of strange. And she did. She's definitely proud of her. She's talking kind of like a kid right now to her mom. But she'll think about it all the time, obviously. She cares about this place, but you have to move on too. Live your dreams. Obviously in her head, That's a good feeling for her, for sure. That was really sweet, actually. Yeah, they got... Now they have even more supplies. It's gonna be like a real, like, pirate crew now. They got more people. They have the supplies. Oh, they're not gonna go with them? I guess less people, but still. I guess she hasn't straight up said she was gonna go, so they don't know, but obviously she is. But not really. He's just saying that because there's no other girls. Now they can use that money to rebuild, but that is, I mean, that's a lot. Giving everything like that. Of course she's coming, come on. You know, head first. She wants to, what, jump in there while it's moving? Leave without saying goodbye. We saw that with Sanji, you know, leaving. Holy crap. Well, this is one way to make it epic. I think everybody has their way of, you know, leaving. And this seems kind of right for her. Not even, yeah. Damn, what a jump. She gonna, ooh, even with heels, what a feat. What? Oh, I was like, what are you trying to do, Flash? Oh wait, she took everybody's wallet. Why? Why? Look, the money she left is more than enough, I would think. Some great freaking skill right there, though, technically. It seems kind of perfect for how she is, though. Her personality, the way she left is kind of right. Oh. That's, oh. Ah, that's a combination between them. Okay, so that type of tattoo is meaningful. Oh. He got the pinwheel for her? That makes it even more meaningful. Oh, he left it. He left it there on her grave. Man, when this show, you know, has, you know, really sets a very good tone and just knows how to, you know, get you emotional and make you feel for everything. That last part right there, I'm still kind of processing. It's actually insanely sweet because she got a tattoo that has heavy meaning to the two people that she looked up to, her, you know, her adopted mom, but also you know, the guy was like a dad to her, and having those two things, it's especially that little, you know, that little flashback right there, you know, showing that he's trying to make her laugh and smile. When you think about it, he really was like her dad. So like her mom and dad's, everything that reminds her of them on her, you know, on her body. It's, a lot of people get tattoos for that reason, is to remember things or something that they, you know, they care about, or just something that they like. And that is what you call a very meaningful tattoo. That just kind of added a lot of like weight to that. I love that. I loved that. And then leaving the pinwheel on the grave. I mean, they all cared about each other a lot. I mean, really, I mean, seriously, they cared about each other a lot. And not just not just Luffy and all them, but the villagers, you know, cared about Nami. They all were doing it for her, and she was doing it for them. I loved that she left the treasure like that. Like her, we'll talk about that in a second, about her, you know, running and stealing everybody's wallet. But her leaving the treasure means she's leaving the past behind. That's what I get from that. like all that work she did, if she brought that treasure with her, I think it would kind of remind her of what she had to do for the technically the wrong reasons. She was stealing everything so she could win the village back, but it's all this memory from Arlong and all of that. And by leaving the treasure for what she did it in the first place for, was to buy back the village, she doesn't have to think about the past. She can embrace the past but live through it and continue, and that actually means and makes a lot more sense for her to leave everything to them and not to take any of that. Now everything that she gets in the future, either if she steals or makes, it's it's hers and it's for her present. And that's a lot. And then the way she left, we saw how Sanji left, and he left everybody, but he couldn't leave without saying goodbye, and was tearful and sad. This one was a little bit different because Nami obviously just didn't want to say anything when she left, but the way she did it was, first of all, shocking, but also made the most sense. Stealing everything, stealing all those wallets and making everybody mad, which is technically part of her past and part of what she did as a kid, but they never actually were, even though all that time she thought that they hated her and the villagers were, saw her as a menace or whatever. In reality, they saw her as, just like her mom, they saw her as somebody that they cared about, that, they did something bad, but in reality, they're not bad people. And by doing that and leaving the way she did, it's kind of very impactful, and I loved it. I loved the way they did that. It was just perfect for her personality. It matched it right. And when you think about it, what she took doesn't even anywhere near compare to how much she left. So and now they have a little bit of pocket money, I guess, but in reality though, yeah, she left a ton. They're all going to be able to rebuild and live off that. But also they're not going to have to rely on Luffy and them too, because that can be bad as well. If somebody saves you or whatever, and then you just rely on their protection or rely on them, then you're not being able to adapt to your own strength and living for yourself. So by them leaving like that, obviously they were going to anyway, but leaving kind of quickly, which is a good thing, because now those villagers can take this time, rebuild, and become what they want to become, and focus on them, and just have a 8 years of pretty much being captive, but not really, but you're pretty much living day to day, because you have they couldn't save any money because they had to earn this to pay every time just for this fake protection. Now they can live on their own for themselves, which is great. I loved that. This was a great arc. It's like, I love how they're not, even though some of these we have new pirates and pirate groups that are evil for different reasons or bad. It's kind of hard to say evil. It's more of just they have their own ways of thinking, and in this case it was set completely differently from the last groups of pirates we've seen, which I like. They change it up a lot, and it's not the same old oh, okay, this group is bad because they want to make a bunch of money and they don't care about other people, but instead we get different circumstances for each group, and I think that's refreshing. It's good that it makes you kind of care about everyone's motivations more, and I thoroughly enjoyed this arc. I really did, and I can't wait to see more. Anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Feel free to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AJRich123. Also, I have a Twitch, twitch.tv/AJRich. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.